now we're looking towards the tournaments after they're showing open this week. We got in the ATP world, we got ATP Montpellier. So I wanted to just talk about some early ATP Montpellier results. We're going to start off in the round of 32. Good win for Arthur Feast. Great to see him win. A tough match, three sets, two tiebreakers in it. Great to see him lose his the second set tiebreaker, come back and win the third. Good to see Arthur Feast. He's a player that yeah, I'm excited to see his return because he when we're talking about players that can compete with Alcaraz and Sinner, he's one of those that you wonder if he can, because he's shown good levels in the past. And I hope he gets back to that level soon. So yeah, so great to see him win, and it's a good win against Royer as well in his home country, nonetheless. Now, how about Ugo Humbert, little straight sets against Botic van de Zandschulp? Ugo Humbert, a little bit of pressure on him this week because uh, he pulled out of Davis Cup to play in this ATP Montpellier because I feel like that match against Slovakia in the Davis Cup. Uh, you know, he does France necessarily need Ugo Humbert to win that? No. Does Ugo Humbert need the ranking points of ATP Montpellier for his future season? This is one of the tournaments he circles on his calendar that he can definitely win. So good result. Really performance. Good to see him playing well. And then this was a little bit of a surprise. How about Martin Dam losing to Hubert Hurkacz, another player that probably was in the top 4 to 5 to win this tournament. Um, he was in losing early in Hubert Hurkacz. And now these are just some upcoming matchups and parts of the draw that I'm very interested with in the future. We got Medjedovic Vavrinka playing soon, and Arthur Feast. We could be seeing a Feast Auger theme. What would that be? Quarterfinal, I believe, maybe semifinal. Matchup, probably semifinal actually. In that quarterfinal. Um, I think quarterfinal between Felix and Feast. That'll be a very fun match to see. And then in the bottom little third, the third section of the draw, third quarter of the draw. Uh, I'm looking at Umber Bakic and seeing if we can get a rematch of that. What was that? Adelaide final. So yeah, so those are kind of the parts of the draw that I'm looking towards, and yeah, some interesting matches upcoming. Medjedovic Vavrinka, very interesting match. See how Vavrinka does, and Medjedovic good player, so I think it could be fun. Now on to the WTA Worlds. We got a couple more tournaments this week. We have Abu Dhabi. We got the Transylvania Open. Awesome name, love that. And then we also have Ostrava in the Czech Republic as well. Um, we're going to start off with Baptiste versus Navarro. Now, this was a good win for Baptiste. Navarro, disappointing start to the season, some alarm bells, but Baptiste, good three-set win for her. Now, upset for the American over the Canadian, Kessler over Fernandez. Again, similar, Navarro and Fernandez, both two players that have not had great starts to the year, both losing early in the Australian Open. Now, this is one I just want to mention because this is a match in WTA Transylvania Open, where hometown Ira Ruse, who had been playing relatively well, lost to Masarova in three sets. Is one I wanted to mention because disappointing for the Romanian to lose at the home tournament. And then as we head on over to Bartunkova Plinkova, how about that? Another win against a pretty top player in Blinkova. So good for Bartunkova. Jinyu Wang continues her impressive 2026 with straight sets and a bagel against Quevedo. And number one seed, Tatiana Maria out against Volinets. Good one for Volinets. And now this is just a little bit section of the 500 tournament in Abu Dhabi that I want to talk about because I see some interesting matchups possibly in the future. We could be seeing Benjit Ostapenko, and we're going to be seeing Towson Kessler. Those are some interesting matchups. And if we even look even further, you know whoever wins that Kessler-Townsend match against Benji Ostapenko. That's just an interesting part of the draw that I thought was of note and of to mention. Yeah, so that's it for the very, very early results recap from ATP Montpellier, WTA Abu Dhabi, Transylvania Open in Romania, and WTA Ostrava.